Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I haven't uploaded in a while. I've actually been working on a mod. And that's the topic of this video. I'm going to show you in this video how to mess with the splash files of your mod. So this is basically mostly for the menu art and how the menu screen works, for most of the time at least. I haven't really read through it all. I don't really understand every single bit of it, but I understand how to get the basic stuff done that you might want to make it your own sort of title screen. So I'm going to show you how to get your own splash messages. I'm going to show you how to get your own logos, and I'm going to show you how to add your own music actually. So first I want to start off with how to get your own logo. So as you can see here, it says image menu logo, and then you put something here, a folder, like for the most part, a folder. Yeah, you're gonna want a folder for you to put your logo in. So there's already a folder in there for you. It's called mod assets, and I'm just gonna use that. As you can see, I have my title screen, and I have some audio here, which I will use later. So if I go here, this thing's called mod assets or /mod assets /title screen.png, and if you go to the mod assets name, it's title screen and it's a PNG file. It's really easy just to label that, really. So all you have to do is you have to name the folder. I'm just gonna use mod assets because I don't really know if it works with anything else. I'm sure it probably does, but I'm just gonna use mod assets just in case. And then you just name your folder, and that's all you have to do. I had to toy around with the positioning a little bit here. As you can see, it should probably look different from what it looks like originally. That's because my image is very square. So if I show you here, it's more of a rectangular, longer kind of shape. You'd have to mess around with it a bit. You're probably gonna have to do that too, depending exactly on what your logo is gonna look like. So this is what my logo looks like. For at least the demo of one of my mods gonna be. I might probably change that in the future. So that's that. So I'll show you right now. If I load up the game, you can see that there will be a custom splash, and there will also be a custom logo. So if I show you right now, it should only take a moment to load up. I still have the normal menu, the menu. As you can see, there's just ... I changed that. And as you can see, it's a normal load up screen, but I have my own logo here. So basically, as long as you label your image properly, it should show up there. You might have some problems at first. Like I said, you're probably gonna have to toy around with the positioning a bit, depending on what your image size is and whatever. But basically, that's what the image is. It's just the basic screen with all the characters and all the girls, but you have a different logo. So that's pretty much how you do that. Very simple. If you have problems, please post in the comments. I will be there to help you. Next, we're going to show you how to change your splash messages. So for instance, as you saw back there when I was loading up the game, it said ... Now you can change this by just where it says here /message_default. Every single time the player loads up the game, they're going to see this message. So depending on what your mod is, like mine's a club leader mod, so I'm going to say something like who is your favorite girl? Question mark. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna save that, and you're going to want. I'm using Editor for this, so it might look different if you're using something else, because I know you're going to have probably most people use Editor, but some people don't. Some people use like nothing that's affiliated with RenPy at all. But as you can see, it changed, and it did change depending on whatever you put inside of those brackets. So it's very easy to do, honestly. I don't really mess around with this. These are chosen at random between the second and third act. I don't really need a second or third act for my game. Really, there is different days for my game, but you don't really need to toy around with this unless you add a second act. But I don't really need, so you don't really need to do that unless you have a second act. So I don't really want to toy around with that. But if you do, you can just honestly just change what this says, and you should be good to go. So that's that. It's very simple. It's very easy thing. There isn't much you really need to do in order for it to work. So next, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to get your own audio or main menu music. So I made the mistake of going here. And on startup, you will not hear this. Of course, it is audio T1, so it is actually the audio file you will hear. But I'll show you why. So if I was to change this in something, so if I go to my mod assets, I do have some audio here. So for instance, if I take Aces to Aces Coffee, which is a pretty good song, I enjoy listening to it, and I put it in, I'm pretty sure it's hold on, I'm pretty sure it's an MP3. It won't show me, but I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm just gonna change that to slash mod, not slash, mod slash assets slash aces to aces coffee .mp3. Hopefully I typed that right. I don't think I just put a slash at the end. Actually, no, I need to put that bracket there. If I load up the game, you can see that it will not change. So if, for instance, actually, if I load up the game, the menu screen will not actually show. It will just be the main menu music, and that won't work. But I'll show you in a scenario where you can use that to your own extent. So if I just hold on. My mod was pretty big. This is my entire mod. It's like 2,000 lines of code. So I did put a label in, so it skipped some of it. So I'm just gonna remove that. So hold on. I didn't want to remove that. So hold on. If I load up the game once again, if I load up my tutorial mod real quick, it's just a copy of my other one. I'm just using it for tutorial right now. If I load it up, I'll have to go through a little bit of my mod, and then I'll show you the choice where this can be used. It's a little bit weird. I don't really know exactly how to get it properly. But basically, I made this thing in, so you have to agree that you have played the original version of Doki Doki Literature Club. If you say no, it will set you back to the menu screen. Actually, I don't think I typed that in right. Maybe I didn't. Hold on. I don't think I typed it in right. I knew there was probably going to be something wrong. Hold on, give me a moment, please. I'm sorry about that inconvenience there, but it looks like for some reason I can't get that to work right now. But in this case, you probably aren't going to need to use this right now anyways. So I'm just keep it for now at just the basic audio.t1 or audio.t2 or whatever. I'm just going to keep it audio.t1 now because this is only when you choose to go back to the main menu, and I'll probably explain that later, but you don't really need that right now. For some reason it's not working. I'll try and get that to work later, or try and figure out a solution, but you don't really need that. So I'm just going to show you how to get it from how to get your music right from the beginning, which is what I tried to show you in the first place. So all you want to do is you want to go to where you want to go to this, and it says config main menu music, and it's going to say equal, it's going to say whatever. Right now, the stock is just audio.t1. It should say audio.t1. But for now, I'm going to put in... Oh, hold on. I did something wrong there. For now, I'm going to put in... hold on. So, I'm going to put in this song right here, which is Aces Aces Coffee. It's an MP3 file. So if I just type in /mod assets... Oh, hold on. You have to do it in brackets, so remember that. Mod assets /aces to aces coffee .mp3. Make sure that you get, like, you have to spell everything right. If you spell something, oh, sorry. Spell it could mess up your entire script, because if you mess like one thing up in scripting, it messes up your entire script. So make sure everything is spelled correctly. You can rename them if you can rename the audio files if you want, just to make it easier, so you don't have to type in a whole lot if it's a long name or whatever. But upon load, as you can see, there is different audio. There is custom audio in the menu screen. It doesn't, just the reason I didn't get the menu screen there because I opened it with RenPy. For some reason, whenever I open it in RenPy, it does not show the full menu screen, but if you open it from the actual application, it does. So I'm not really sure what all that's about, but that's pretty much it. For adding your own music, adding your own splashes. It's pretty simple stuff. It's not the hardest thing to know, but you know, you may need some help with it. So I decided, you know, I'll record something. I'll help people figure out how to do it. You can. I wouldn't recommend messing with the character art. I've tried doing it and it just broke. Like in terms of like trying to remove like Monica or Natsuki. I don't know exactly how to what to do to make that work properly, because I tried doing it and it just messed up my entire mod. But that was a while back. I'm still not the greatest at scripting. A lot of the stuff I'll be showing you in this so-called series is Pretty basic stuff. In the next, I might show you how to add, like, well, not dialogue isn't the hardest thing to add. Like, it's really simple. Like, all you have to do, like, this is dialogue right here. So, right now, Monica's saying, "I don't want to have to do this to you, Sayori," which is part of my mod. So, it's really simple to do that kind of stuff. Like, all you have to do is write M. M is already defined as Monica, and then you just have to write in brackets or in, I don't really know what you call these, but you can write in this too. So like I've used this in case like if the character is trying to note something, instead of using brackets, I'll use like where's an example where I use that? I've used it a couple times. So like if the player is trying to like quote something, then you use like this instead. It still works properly, but just make sure like both sides, because if like this side is just a bracket or quotation marks and then this side has like this, it won't work. So make sure both sides are that. But dialogue's pretty easy to add. I might tell you how to do choices. I know how to do choices pretty easily, and just make it like way simpler to do choices. I figured it out myself, so I might give you that tactic. It's pretty easy, but anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick video, and I hope it helped you out, because from what I've heard, a lot of people don't really know how to get their own audio in, but I kind of just showed you how to do that now. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like the video, and I will upload more, hopefully, in the future. I might even just record one right after this, just to give you some, ideas on exactly what to do to make your mod decent. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, I guess comment or like the video, I guess. Just give me feedback or whatever, and I'll probably make more in the future. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.